What's going on, guys? Welcome to another one. So today we're talking about why I'm getting rid of my Hero 13 Black and why I've picked up the new Osmo Action 4. So I've been making mountain bike videos and more recently some motorbike videos for a couple months now, a couple years if you want to count some of the earlier stuff that I've done. And to be honest, GoPro footage is quite good. It's as long as the conditions are right, as long as it's sunny outside and you've got the right settings inputted into the camera, then you're sweet. I've read a lot online that a lot of people had issues with overheating, issues with memory cards, things like that. Luckily, I never had any issues with the GoPro, so that's not the reason why I'm moving away. So issue number one is the low light performance of the GoPro. I've been doing a lot more recording in darker settings, going out, taking the camera with me. I'm currently recording this on the Osmo Pocket 3, and the low light of that thing is incredible. I did read a bunch of reviews on the Osmo Action 4 and 5. Luckily enough, one of the friends of mine actually had a 4 and he let me borrow it for a few rides. And yeah, I was able to take it out during the day, kind of test it in its GoPro sort of standard sort of settings that I would normally use the camera for. And then I was actually able to take it out for a bit of a night ride as well. So I'll insert the clips here of both those rides and you can see for yourself. Might go for a little bit of a cruise around. We've got the gain on the max -12 setting with the lav mic connected, so we'll have to see what that sounds like. I've sort of left all the other settings just standard. And yeah, might open the visor actually, get some more wind noise in there. See what it sounds like with a bunch of wind noise and the visor open. So again, this is the Rode Lav 2 plugged into the transmitter, and then that's going via Bluetooth to the Osmo. Got to close the visor because there's too much air going in my eyes. The other time I went out for a group ride was probably in my last video where I actually still had the GoPro recording, and yeah, the low light footage of that thing was barely usable. The footage you saw in the video had a bunch of noise reduction applied to it, and you know, it still looks quite mediocre in comparison to what this thing records out of the box, to be honest. So I'll put that footage in here so you can sort of see a comparison to the other one. And yeah, so issue number one, or reason one, was the low light performance. I did contemplate buying, you know, the Ace Pro 2 or even the Osmo Action 5, but what would be the point in having, you know, a GoPro with all the accessories and then a secondary camera that I'm just going to use for night recording. I don't see a point in that. So my main camera going forward is going to be the Action 4, and then I'm going to get rid of all my GoPro stuff because, yeah, then at least I've got one camera that covers everything. The second issue I had with GoPros is their battery life. So I'm always having to carry with me a bunch of different batteries. You know, I get probably 50-ish minutes out of a battery, maybe to an hour, depending on performance. In the last few rides that I've done with the Action 4, I've already noticed that recording the same, you know, 4K 30, I'm already getting the same sort of, no, I'm getting better battery life with it. So that's a massive pro for me. And yeah, with that being said, you know, it should hopefully mean I'm less stressed about when the GoPro is going to cut out on me. In my last video, I did cut out during the ride, obviously because I just wasn't managing it as closely as I normally do. Yeah, that's fine. Action 4 should be on paper, and the tests I've done so far look pretty good. So yeah, we'll keep testing, but yeah, I think the battery life is going to be a major improvement over the 13 that I was currently using. The third issue I had was really only apparent when I started doing more of the Motovlog type content. So I really tried. I bought the media mod for the GoPro. I bought myself a nice lav mic, and I plugged it all in, and straight away there was a bunch of footage in that Only Ride is Victoria ride that I did a couple of weeks back where I couldn't use it because it was just popping and crackling and it sounded absolutely horrific. I did find a really cool video which recommended that, you know, you turn off the automatic wind reduction setting or the wind noise filtering stuff that GoPro does. So I turned that off. I made sure that the mic was fully under the cheek pad and it had a dead cat on it. It was covered, it was all taped, everything was secure. Honestly, it made no difference. Well, it made a little bit of a difference, but not enough of a difference to make it worthwhile. So trying to get around that, what I did was I have the DJI Mic 2. So, oh, it's on me, I'm looking for it. So I got the Mic 2, and what I was doing with some of those rides was I would record the exhaust noise with the GoPro, and then I would use the Mic 2 plugged into the lav, and then the internal 32-bit recording to get better audio. But honestly, it was proven to be a pain in the ass. Like, it did solve the problem for the most part, but it was just another step. And honestly, I was really working around the fact that with the mic plugged into the media mod, I couldn't adjust the gain. I honestly think if, pushing the low light stuff aside, if I could modify the gain in the GoPro settings, I might be more happy to keep that camera, but here we are. So the first test I did when I was lent my friend's Osmo 4 was I synced up the mic wirelessly by Bluetooth to the Osmo 4 and just tested that. And this is what the footage sounded like when I did that.
All right, so I've just taken off. Got the DJI mic paired up to the Osmo, which is pretty cool. Don't have to sync up the audio separately, which I've been doing in the last few videos with the GoPro.
You can see straight away, like, it's a massive improvement on how the audio sounds. Like, it's heaps better than what I was getting out of the GoPro, and probably similar to what I was getting directly from this, but minus that extra step in post trying to sync it all up. So yeah, with the Osmo 4, I've ordered the USB-C to 3.5 mic adapter. So I'll be using that to plug in to the mic that I have in my helmet, so which should clear up all that audio. Worst case, I can still, you know, use the Mic 2 via wireless and plug the lav into that, but I'm hoping I can remove that connection altogether and just have it go direct. Fingers crossed, and I haven't been able to verify this on any videos, but ideally I have the lav mic hardwired into the Osmo 4, and then I have the DJI Mic 2 via wireless, just recording like ambient noise or exhaust noise or things like that. So that's probably one of the first tests I'm going to do, and yeah, report back if that works, because that means I can do my processing on my voice separate to the processing I would do on, you know, the exhaust noise and things like that. So yeah, they're my reasons for moving away from GoPro. I think I haven't had any other action cameras, so I've been using the GoPro since the Hero 4, bought a bunch of them up until this point, and invested quite heavily in the Hero 13. You know, I've got ND filters, the media mod, a bunch of batteries, charger, that sort of thing. But after this, I think I'm just going to get rid of it all and stick with DJI. Very impressed with the footage I get out of my drone. Very impressed with the footage that's coming out of the Pocket 3. So yeah, I think honestly, DJI is probably the way forward. I have seen some people sort of make arguments that GoPro footage is still superior, you know, in daylight recording and stabilization and things like that. Yes, maybe, I don't know. It's subjective, I guess. I will do some more mountain bike videos and see, you know, what the rock steady stuff goes like with this, and if I can tell a difference. But maybe with, you know, all the compression YouTube does, by the time you upload videos, is it really looking any different? I don't know. Probably comment below people's thoughts, things like that. But I think the hit in quality, if any, that I might take by using a DJI camera in the daylight recording is going to be worth it for the extra benefits. Battery, post-processing stuff, low light performance. So yeah, that's the end of this video, the end of my little rant. Yeah, comment below what experience you guys have had with your action cameras. You know, you're changing action cameras. I'm seeing a lot of people moving to the Insta360s. I'm seeing a lot of, you know, sponsorships with some of the YouTubers and things like that. DJI is doing a fair bit. Yeah, let me know your thoughts. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this sort of content, like the videos I'm sort of making, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. See you later.